Hey guys, this is Amit from PhoneRadar and this is the comparison of the Meizu MX5 with the OnePlus X smartphone. The smartphone industry has come to a stage where competition is on every step of the way, whether we talk about the chipset, faster RAM, great camera, sensors, longer battery life, or whatever the consumer wants, everything in one package. Specifically talking about the mid-range price smartphones in India, we have seen a tremendous growth in the last 2 years. The latest phones that interest us are the OnePlus X and the Meizu MX5. And that's what we are comparing in this video. The OnePlus X was launched last month and the Meizu MX5 was available in the country since last August. These are two perfect competitors in terms of the price range, so let's compare them. Both devices here come with a metal body, but the OnePlus X is rather covered with Corning Gorilla Glass protection on both the sides, while the MX5 is all elegant metal. We have used both the devices and I could easily say that I would not prefer a glass body design despite a protection from scratches. It just feels too slippery. The OnePlus X is a compact device, while on the other hand the MX5 is a large device, but it doesn't feel awkward to hold in the hand. The OnePlus X is quite light on weight at 130 grams and is slimmer at 6.9 mm thickness, whereas the MX5 is quite heavy at 149 grams and is a bulky at 7.6 mm thickness. But since the Meizu device is larger than OnePlus device, it was heavy and bulky for obvious reasons. Talking about the best and the worst parts of the designs, the OnePlus nails it in a compact and sturdy feel, but is a fingerprint magnet, while the Meizu doesn't have a compact size, although it doesn't catch up your fingerprints. The MX5 sports a Super AMOLED 5.5 inches display with 1080p resolution, while the OnePlus X houses a AMOLED 5 inches display with similar resolution as a Meizu phone. But the OnePlus X does have an advantage of better PPI at 441, while the MX5 has 401 PPI, although that would be hardly noticeable by the human eye. The large real estate on MX5 is a good comparison for movie buffs, and I would easily watch my favorite movies on it. The Super AMOLED display is pretty stunning. It is a technology that Samsung uses on their high-end smartphones, with a few exceptions. While the OnePlus X doesn't have the Super on its AMOLED display type, but it's as good as the MX5 in every sense of color reproduction, white balance and contrast. But do make a note that you don't get much real estate on the OnePlus X as on the MX5. The OnePlus X is powered by the Qualcomm chipset, while the MX5 is powered by the MediaTek chipset. Overall, both of these devices are quite snappy in performance. We had played games on both the devices. While the MX5 didn't lack detail in heavy gaming, OnePlus X wasn't as good as we had expected. There's an equal 3GB of RAM on both the devices accompanying the processors. Meanwhile, they come with 16GB of internal storage, but only the OnePlus X has a slot of expanding the same to 128GB. So it's quite easy to overlook the MX5 if you need more space than the Meizu is offering inbuilt on their affordable flagship. Though do make a note that you get a fingerprint sensor on the MX5 while it's absent on the OnePlus X, unlike the OnePlus 2, which does have the biometric sensor. Both the devices are running on Android 5.1 Lollipop, but does have the customized interfaces running on top of it. Here I would say the clear winner is OnePlus because of the stock-like Android experience. Moreover, it offers some interesting off-screen notification features. We have used the Meizu MX5 for quite a long time. The only thing we didn't like about the device was the interface. Even though it was quite a clean interface, the annoying thing about it was the navigation, and thus it makes multitasking slow despite the fast processor. Whereas the Oxygen OS is one of the snappiest interfaces out there, and the fact that it has all the attributes of stock Android makes it more interesting. The image sensors on both the devices have quite the differences when it comes to the resolution, as the MX5 comes with a 20 megapixel resolution, while the OnePlus sports a 30 megapixel sensor on the rear. There might be a large difference between the image sensor resolutions, and it can be seen on the image outputs, but rest assured the rear camera of the OnePlus is also quite well. The large f2.0 aperture on the Meizu's camera helps in capturing better low light pictures when compared with the f2.2 aperture on the OnePlus camera. But the face detection autofocus technology balances out and makes OnePlus X camera quite fast. The selfie cameras on both the devices are different as well, and here OnePlus X has an upper hand with the larger resolution model on the front. The OnePlus X has an 8 megapixel sensor on the front, while the Meizu has a 5 megapixel sensor. But do make a note that you get interesting modes on MX5 such as photo nation to beautify the selfies, while they're not available on the OnePlus X. The last device would support a larger battery capacity, and it was a myth that was busted by many companies, but the Xiaomi's Mi4a became the poster by putting a 3120 mAh of battery capacity on a 5 inches display. only if OnePlus had done something incredible like that on their smallest smartphone, but since it has a 2525 mAh of battery capacity, it's something we are not happy about. On the other hand, the Meizu MX5 packs 3150 mAh of battery, which is fairly large. Though when it comes to real life usage, both of these devices had an equal output. While the standby time is bad on the Meizu MX5, the OnePlus X had considerably good standby time. So it's settled that large battery capacity doesn't always mean a good battery life. Overall, the OnePlus X and the Meizu MX5 puts quite the confusion in consumers' head, as one is good in couple of things and the other is good in different aspects. But that's what is all about this comparison. You should decide what's good for you and then decide between both of these smartphones. If I would be given a choice, I would say that the MX5 is actually better because it comes with a larger display, and also it comes with a fingerprint scanner, because that's one of the most important security features which I look into a smartphone. That said, it's your choice. If you want a comfortable phone, then the OnePlus X is for you, or if you're looking for something which is larger and secure, then the Meizu MX5 is for you. This was a comparison of the OnePlus X with the Meizu MX5. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and stay subscribed to PhoneRadar for more videos. This is Amit signing off, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.